When you look at a market, ultimately you want to look at three main things.
Why are you so heavily invested in Dallas-Fort Worth?
When you look at a market, ultimately you want to look at three main things. There are other sub bullets underneath this, but the three main things you want to look for is job diversity, population growth, and healthy supply and demand. When I look at Dallas-Fort Worth, I see all three of those factors being positive, and both now and in the future. So for everyone who's listening, I mean, sure, I'm investing in Dallas-Fort Worth, but more relevant to you is looking at those three factors. Specifically, with population or with job diversity, you'll want to look at having no one industry making up more than 20% of the jobs. For example, Dallas-Fort Worth has at most 14% of one industry making up all the jobs, which shows that if one industry goes down, then the others can pick up the slack, most likely. Compare that to, say, Las Vegas, which is the opposite. 29% of the jobs are in hospitality. And so it's heavy-handed on tourism, obviously. When tourism goes down, then you're not going to be in as good of a spot, and you're less diversified. So that's one of the three things I look for from a quantifiable standpoint, and then also population growth. Really simple. You want to look at the population trends and who's moving there, who's staying there. Are they retaining their college graduates? Are the college graduates leaving, going to another city? And because those are that's your renter pool. 21 to 34-year-olds, they tend to rent more so than other demographics. And then lastly, healthy supply and demand. You want to take a look at the permits that are being secured in your market, and look at that and the potential renters that are out there in the market, and then the number of units that are currently in the market. And what you do is you find the absorption rate, and you want as low as possible absorption rate. And if you don't have those data points, then you can simply talk to a broker and ask the broker who has access to databases what is the absorption rate for the area, and you get that information and compare it to similar markets.